What's going on, guys? Randall, aka Shizukatz here with, of course...
What's up, guys? Mike here.
And today we're going to be kicking off our Azur Lane gameplay block. On my end, I'm going to be playing the Goldbar into Door deck that we recently featured in our deck profile. Mike, what am I going to be playing against here today on your end?
I'm going to be playing a 8-choice deck, but it features both the choice combos from the trial deck, actually. So if you wanted to kind of expand on cards from the booster when you have your Royal Navy trial deck, maybe this is something you can consider. It is going to be the level 1 on reverse climax combo, top check up to 2 and add up to 2 Kansen. And then the level 3 Illustrious is on play heal and climax combo at the end of attack. I can pay 1 and then give one of my other characters -3 so cross turn. So unlike a lot of the kind of like, I'm just going to try to kill you in 1 turn, this deck tries to not die in 1 turn.
Yeah.
And then, no. It still runs a lot of the other cards from the other colors and factions, so we're going to try to just build around Illustrious here.
Yeah, so the build, for those of you who haven't caught the deck profile, maybe, we're going to be using probably the most popular Climax lineup in Japan Azur Lane builds, which is the Taiho level 0 Goldbar. This is going to be getting us stock while also being a Brainstorm that allows us to dig through the top 3. This is going to be a tricolor build with blue. For our top end, we have the Bismarck that can Climax combo give all of the other characters Mocha ability. We're going to be trying to utilize that alongside Kronshtadt, which is a Restander, to allow us to get even more value out of the fact that we're giving Mocha ability to our other characters, since it is not a once per turn proc. Alright, and then apart from that, we are running a lot of the really high value pairs of cards that we see in Sakura Empire, such as the Yamafuso combination, as well as the Soryu and Hiryu bunnies. So these will be making up our front row while we are just repeatedly bouncing Taiho back into our hand for her combo in the back row.
Yeah. It feels really nice to have basically 1-card starters. It makes it so that you can run a lot of high experience cards and a lot of level 2 and higher cards and don't really have to worry about like your hand breaking as long as you find one of the... at least for the level 1, you find one of the starters and it's all good. And then for the level 0, you just need to find the searcher. And then, something I really like about that particular deck.
Yeah, that's just a recurring trend in Azur Lane, though, is that like they do have some cards with some very high experience numbers. Like there are some cards in this deck that you need experience 8
Yeah, your deck, you need experience. What do you need experience 8 for in your deck, Randall?
We need experience 8, not for the Restand. This is just experience 6, but we do need it for this level 3 Hakuryu, which is it's very similar to the level 3 Itsuki from Quince 3. Where they're both on-play heals. They both have an experience requirement that gets them up to 11k with an on-attack burn. But the difference being this one's experience 8 to Itsuki's experience 6, but in exchange for the discard cost for the burn, I can discard any kind of card.
Yeah. For my particular deck, there are experience 8s, I believe, in Royal Navy. I think there's experience 8s in almost every color. But in this particular build, since my level 3 Illustrious does not need any type of experience, my highest experience should just be... experience 5 for the level 2 Monarch, which needs experience 5 in order to get 5500 and on reverse stock shoot.
Yeah, another very similar to an Itsuki card.
Yep. I really like the concept of experience if it doesn't, because it kind of like warps deck building to a certain extent, but like Azur Lane being, I think it's one of the first sets that has experience 8 as a major, not free thing.
Like previously we've seen 7 and 8, but as like memes.
Yeah. And like this set just like, this is real stuff. We gotta run a ton of 2s and 3s in most of our decks. But thankfully I think Azur Lane has a lot of pretty decent cards to do so. Alright. Let's see who goes first and second.
Alright, I'm going second.
Okay.
I'm probably okay with this if I can open with my
Searcher,
my 2 Soul Beaters, and then I can just start going to town.
Okay. Unfortunately, I didn't have a character with a Soul Trigger I can pitch since I'm playing 8 choice. I think I open a couple of choices. I'm gonna pitch these.
Whoa, okay.
Which is kind of scary considering he's playing a level 0 line that has, a bunch of Soul Beaters.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm gonna drop 4. These cards are just not usable.
Yeah.
Okay. And over to you.
Okay, draw for turn. Alright. Let's go ahead and clock the Victorious. We'll probably level this Victorious here. And what are we going to start with? Considering what I'm playing against, I probably want to save this card for turn 2. But I don't really have a good starter here, so let's just play our level 0. Alright, for this content block, we are going to, well, I am going to probably butcher a lot of names, but you know, I ain't afraid. I'm butchering English names already, so what's some German names? Nuremberg.
Well, yeah. we're gonna roll with it.
Okay, so on play I can give one of my characters 1k, and then it's a pay 1 sack self top check 4.
Yeah, thankfully I can pronounce all the card names in this deck.
Alright, and we'll just direct for 2.
1, 2. Okay. What do you say the first effect was? On play, give 1k. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, draw for turn.
So, nothing special during your turn.
I'm gonna start by clocking this Kronshtadt. Draw 2. Okay, we did not open the nuts.
Okay. Maybe I'm safe.
This is definitely this is the opening hand of all time. God, that's 1500.
Whoa!
We're gonna play. I mean, like I can tie it.
Okay.
We're gonna play 2 Cleveland.
Okay.
So this is a
interesting.
I'll play Ricky by clocking from waiting room and paying 1. And then at the start of my climax phase, I reveal the top card of my deck, and if it's a level 2 or higher card, then all of my characters get 500 power until end of turn.
And it's just not going to be.
So I'm gonna go to start of climax phase, and I am going to trigger a Goldbar.
That's pretty good.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and front attack here. I don't want you to get the value of keeping that card, so we'll add the Goldbar, bind stock.
Okay, 1's good.
And then we'll direct attack for 3.
1, 2, 3. 3 is good.
Alright, over to you.
Stand draw. Let's see, what are we going to do for our next turn? I'll probably clock and Cleveland to 1. Yeah, that doesn't sound bad at all. Okay. We'll clock Rodney, which is the card we were saving in case he had the level 0s. But once I hit level 1, I should be able to deal with the Rodney's no problem.
Or deal with my Yamafusos.
Or the Yamafuso and... yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and plan. We'll play our own Cleveland on play, pay 1. And we'll just clock something from waiting room. But we're going to level the level 3 Victorious. Search our deck for a cost. Level 1 or lower. Okay. And I'm going to grab
grabbing Z23 for some value.
Z23 for some value.
That Z23 is such a good card. It's a level 0 reverser and a clean cut. So, like, if you like direct with that into an opponent that's like still at level 0, they have to decide like, do I want to front this and give you clean cut, or do I want to side this, not give you clean cut, but then they still get to clean cut? It's like it's such a problematic card.
Okay, and then we'll just end it off with a Laffy. Alright, not too bad. Do I want to do anything else? One, two, three, four, five, 6. I'll play 1k1.
Okay.
Alright. Or I guess this activates.
Oh yeah, this activates at start of climax. Yep.
Alright, I'm 500 and then 1k1.
Yep.
Okay, let's go with a dirt for 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel. Nice. We love cancel on 4.
Yeah, dirt for 3.
3.
Did not trigger this time, so I can't hit him to exactly 1-0.
Right, and then I have a green experience that I can put in now.
And front with my Z23 for 2.
take the 2. I'm going to be leveling the Hakuryu for my first level up.
And then on reverse, I can clean cut a character. I'll clean cut Cleveland because I want Laffy to hit the waiting room.
Alright.
Here you go.
Draw for turn. Let's clock a Bismarck level 3. Draw 2. Alright, we're gonna start with... I'm gonna start with a Cleveland of my own since I opened 3 copies.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It's like you're playing 2 Clevelands. You have to have a really good follow-up for that.
Yeah, I'll use the effect, pay 1, and I'm gonna clock the Kronshtadt. So now I have both blue and red high-level experiences that I could potentially throw into my level zone. We'll search our deck. Let's get a good look at our deck just to establish whether or not we blind stocked a climax. Looks like we did not. I'm gonna be grabbing a Taiho. And I'm actually going to go back in.
Sure.
So I'm going to play Hiryu. So Hiryu and Soryu, both of these 1/0s have the effect where when they're placed on stage from hand, I can pay 1 to search my deck for the opposite one and place them on stage. While I have both of them on stage, they gain 3,500 power and gain additional effects. Hiryu, when she gets reversed during the opponent's turn, I can discard 1 to save her, and then she goes to waiting room at the start of my next encore. And then Soryu, she gains on attack, I can give another 1k. Okay. And then I'm going to play 2 copies of Taiho, one of which I got off of the Cleveland. We'll go to start of climax phase. I'll use my Cleveland's effect to reveal top. I do not get power, but I have knowledge of my top card.
Yeah.
We will play our Goldbar climax.
Such a nice effect with the Cleveland.
And we'll use the Taiho climax combo, bouncing itself back to hand to stock 1 from waiting room. So we'll stock something that we probably won't need later on. I think probably the Clevelands are a good choice. I think the vanillas are still pretty good options to bring out later if I want extra soul. So I will stock a Cleveland, and then for the second one, I will bounce this back, stock another Cleveland. Now we'll go into our attack phase. Let's go ahead and start with the direct attack since I know there's a clean trigger. So this will be for 3.
That's up.
Okay. We'll front attack with Soryu, give 1k to Hiryu. This is going to be for 2.
Okay, I'm liking these non-triggers.
And then I'll front with the Soryu for 2. 2.
Okay. Cancel!
What the heck?
Alright, we'll definitely activate Laffy's on-death effect. Pitch anything from my hand, and look at up to the top 4 cards of our deck, and add up to 1 level 1 or higher card. Hopefully you can see our level 1 combo. We do not, so we'll add the level 2 Queen Elizabeth Assist. Super powerful card for just pure power. Okay. Our hand does need a bit of help, so hopefully we can draw some nice cards. Draw for turn. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. Let's see. In this matchup, let's see. I think I probably need to clock one of my 2s and 3s just to have more playables in case I brick into more 2s and 3s. So it's a matter of if I want to clock my Queen Elizabeth or my Illustrious. And that depends on whether or not I plan on playing Queen Elizabeth this game. Which, honestly, probably isn't super useful in this game. I imagine at level 2 I might just be playing more of my level 1 game in this matchup. And I'd rather try to save my Illustrious to make it so that I have an easier time finding triple by the time we get to level 3. Okay, so we'll clock this. And draw 2. Okay. Alright. How many cards do we have in our deck? 5, 10, 17. Alright, we will definitely need to get through our deck since we are out 5 in waiting room already. We'll play our own Taiho, but we don't play this card because we run the Goldbar. We play this just for the top check 3 Brainstorm. And that's what we'll do.
Wow!
Oh, my climax combos. Alright, so I hit 1, so top check 3, up to 3, and add any card. Oh, that's a good card. Okay, we'll add that, pitch these.
Okay.
Alright, that's exactly what we needed to see. We'll play the level 1 Neptune that we found off of this top check 3. On play, I'll pitch a consent if I have experience 2 or higher to summon any cost 0 from my waiting room.
Mm-hmm. And this is reminiscent of Rene from
Exactly, yes. Mm-hmm. Except she needs experience 2 for some reason.
Probably just because of the power cost of the ability. Mm-hmm. I imagine on Rene it costs her more power to have the effect, and that's why there's no particular...
She costs experience 2 and needs to discard a constant, which is, it's restrictive 2 ways. But, I think given Azur Lane's kind of whole experience thing, the experience part isn't too big of a deal, but sometimes the discarding constant might be. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll summon one Dido, and we'll play another Dido from my hand. This is our level 1 climax combo. During our turn, 500 per every other character. And then...
I think it's Dido.
Dido?
That's what the...
Oh yeah, Dido.
That's what the katakana says.
Yeah, I'll follow the katakana. And then climax combo on reverse, top check up to 2, add 2 characters. And I think we're good for now, so we'll go ahead and go with start of climax, activate Cleveland, reveal top, and nothing happens. But these should be big enough anyways, with the 1k1 putting them up to 7.5. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's just get... I don't think order matters. Let me double check real quick. Attack, top check 2. Attack, top check 2. This is probably just RNG, so we'll front with Dido, triggering our maid for 2. 1, 2.
Take the 2. Your ability activates first since it's your turn.
Mm-hmm. On reverse, top check 2, add 2 characters. So we'll add Laffy and Illustrious.
And then with my Hiryu, since I have a Soryu on board, she gains the effect where when she becomes reversed on the opponent's turn, I can discard 1 to put her back to rest. I'm going to discard this Door Climax.
Sure.
Put her back to rest. And then at the start of my next Encore step, she will die.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Let's front for choice. Ooh.
So let's see. So if you're adding 2... off this, and then 1 more trigger, and that means you'll have 3 cards left in deck. And if my calculations are correct, that is the last climax. So I think you're all clean.
That's... Okay, so we're gonna go to full hand even without adding the choice to hand here, so I think we'll just stock. What are we stocking? Let's see. I don't think I'll be playing this 2k counter, so let's stock that. And that's for 2.
Okay, 1, 2, level up. I'm going to be leveling my Kronshtadt here. Mm-hmm. Okay.
On reverse, top check 2. And I add Z23 and Queen Elizabeth.
Okay.
And finally, we'll front with Neptune for 3.
1, 2, 3. Hello? Where are...
Randall, eating damage?
What's new?
What's new? Okay.
Alright, this is going to be an interesting turn.
Mm-hmm.
Draw for turn. I'm going to not clock.
Yeah.
I'm going to start by playing a Baltimore, using her on-play effect. I kind of just want top check knowledge, maybe. Not sure. We'll discard a Taiho to reveal the top card. It is a 0, so I can salvage a 0. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to get my Taiho back. And now I know I have 1 guaranteed clean trigger on top of my deck, and so I'm just going to hope that the cards that follow it are clean, mm-hmm. and I'm going to not brainstorm right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to play 2 copies of Taiho, and then I'm going to play Nagato early play, which can be early played if I have 4 or more constant characters on stage.
Yep.
On play, I heal 1, and then during my turn, if she's in the front row center slot, all of my Sakura Empire characters get 2k power.
Yes.
Alright, yeah, we'll just go into our climax. I'm going to bounce my Taiho. We're going to put some more Clevelands in there. Mm-hmm. Bounce the second one. And then I'm going to try to recoup my hand later. We'll put another Cleveland.
Yeah, the double brainstorm ability that you have in this deck can really easily turn the stock you generate into just whatever hand you need.
Yeah, especially if I'm able to get compressed through a lot of this stock.
Yep.
All right, so let's begin. I'm gonna start with well, we know that's 3 clean, so I'll start with Baltimore. We're gonna front attack for 3.
Yep. And 3 clean it is. Refreshing 7. And it'll be perfect. I can level up my Queen Elizabeth, and we should be done with the experience for the rest of the game.
Oh, go
Okay,
ahead.
so this damage is still in resolution. We're going to take our refresh penalty first, and then this will process, and I level, and I am reversed.
Well, this one.
All right, okay.
All right, so we'll attack with Baltimore, and then her effect, if on attack, if I have 2 or more other constant characters, I can give 1k, so I'll give it to the Hiryu, since she's currently... Well, she's big enough because of the Nagato boost, but we'll give it
Yeah,
here.
she'll be 7/5 now.
Yeah, so this will be a front for 2,
Okay, I guess so.
and then a front attack here for 3.
Okay,
And we
cancel.
triggered clean. And at the start of Encore Step, this
Whoa.
will die.
All right, so how many in your waiting room?
4.
4!
4!
And Randall has 5 cards in the deck. Okay. Good to know.
Uh-huh.
Alright. Draw for turn.
All things considered, that went pretty well.
Right? Even though you hit level 2, you're still like really compressed just from all the stock compression. And then you have just guarantee cancels coming up here.
Yep.
Alright, so let's consider what we want to do. Well, we could no clock. I am already out 4 since I double cancel, trigger 1 last turn, and refresh the climax. So I have to consider whether or not I want to try to get closer to a refresh this turn as well. I have 21 cards in deck, 4 in 21. Is there any world where I play this Z23 and kill this Baltimore? 1500. I don't think so. Okay, so we'll clock Z23.
Okay.
Draw 2. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the brainstorm. I don't think I want to do anything before that. We'll see how this brainstorm goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit 1. So I top check 3, add 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3, 6. Okay. We'll add that and pitch these. Alright. Then we'll play Monarch. Just pay out that climax. Monarch is a beater as well. If I have experience 5, she gets 5/5 during my turn. On reverse, I can send that character to their stock and then they take the bottom stock out. She also has on play, I can pay 1, discard 1, search my deck for a climax, but I think I'm good on that effect.
Okay.
So I'm out 5 in waiting room with 12 in deck. So I kind of want to mitigate my chances of just kind of getting blown up here. Baltimore is just base, right?
Yep.
Alright. I think I have a pretty decent line here. Okay, so in the interest of trying to avoid the worst case scenario of triggering climaxes and just having a bunch clean, I'm going to play my level 0 Nürnberg, and on play I'll give 1k to Monarch, and then I'm going to activate her pay 1 stack self effect to mill down. That's really good. That's what I was looking for anyways.
So how many cards in hand will this add?
This will maybe go up to 9.
Okay.
Okay, so 5. Okay, now that I see this climax, I think I'm just incentivized to go all the way. So I will, and I'll add Illustrious. And then we'll play Laffy. Laffy's other on-play effect, which we neglected to mention the first time I played it, is on-play if I have another constant, she gets 2k for the turn. And then if I can hit this Cleveland, then she'll be tied. And then if I trigger a climax, I'll be able to mill through the rest of my clean deck. And that should be good.
Okay.
And I do still have 8 cards. So I guess I'll just play a Z23. I'll move the Cleveland back.
Sure.
Because like, this top check is just like, it's pretty good.
It's free.
It is free. Yeah. I don't want to play a second Cleveland. Because I don't think I need to just play the Z23 here. Alright. Let's go. We'll top check with Cleveland. It does miss, so I am unfortunately under.
Yo, I get to keep a Baltimore.
But in the interest of saving my deck state, I still get to just reverse herself, so. Alright, so this shouldn't matter. Maybe, hopefully I can stick a 1, maybe that would be a best case scenario, so we'll front for 1. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and activate her effect.
Okay. And then I think this is like the only red card in the deck besides my level 3s, so I'm pretty happy to see this here.
Okay. And direct for 2.
Cancel.
Yep. And then I'll crush. I am 3/5 to your 4 for 1.
Who?
Huh? I did 2 damage?
I took 2 damage?
Alright.
Bruh.
Alright. That went a lot better than I expected. I'm only out 6, so I will not use Laffy's on death effect.
Sure. Alright, stand and draw. I wonder what I'm drawing. Alright, so I can get 1 card guaranteed off of a Brainstorm because I have 1 Climax left in deck. But then what am I doing after that? I think I'm just going to pray that the Brainstorm gets me into one of my 1-card starters. And then we'll see where we go from there. So I'm going to not clock again.
Yep.
We're going to play Taiho and use her Brainstorm. And I'm refreshing with 5, missing 2 gold bars and a door.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay. Refresh point. Alright. We hit 2. Oh. Alright, top check up to 3, add 1 twice. I mean, at the very least, this will be able to get us through the deck a bit.
Yep. And that's even still your first Brainstorm. So.
Okay, so I have this, and then I'll drop these. And then with the second one, I'll go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to add this. And drop these. Drop. So this is what I gave up on.
Okay.
Alright. I'm going to follow up with a Hiryu, pay 1, and search my deck for a Soryu. Put her on the board.
Just a hyper efficient pay 1+, 1-card starter, and they're both 7k. What a nice package.
And then considering I only have 3 cards in deck, or 3 climaxes in deck, I'm gonna go with another Taiho Brainstorm.
Yeah.
Just try to get through some more. We hit 1.
Oh, what?
Get me out. Get me out.
All right, so we're gonna check 6.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. I'm still gonna have so many cards. Holy moly.
We find another Brainstorm.
I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add this. Drop these. 1, 2, 3. What is going on? I guess I'll add this and drop another climax.
I see.
Okay, well, we live in a society. Okay, so I should still have another Soryu in my deck. I'm kind of tempted to...
Just pay 1, get it out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have another Baltimore to recycle Magis.
So
something like that.
We'll pay 1 to search for a Soryu. I need to decide where I want to put it. I could put it over one of my Hiryus, or I could put it over the Soryu I have already. It depends on which one I want 2 of. I think I would rather have double Soryu, I think.
For the power buff?
Not only for the power buff, but if you're unable to kill both Soryus, but you kill my Hiryu,
then you can just have them again.
I can still have 7k bodies.
Yeah.
Okay. Just verify the contents of my deck real quick. Okay, we are definitely in a game state of all time right now. Alright. Cut. And then second verse, same as the first, and the second and the third. Alright, we're going to bounce Taiho, Alright, where's my Cleveland? Cleveland, go!
Yep.
Second Taiho. Taiho, Taiho. Off to stock we go. I'm gonna stock a Fuso here, because I think I'm out of Clevelands. Yep, I think I'm all out of Clevelands. Alright, let's go to attacks.
Cool.
So I will attack with Soryu, give 1k to middle. This is gonna be for 3.
1, 2, cancel.
And front attack here, give 1k here for 3.
1, 2, 3. 3's good.
Okay, so you're...
refreshing 7, missing the Illustrious
3.
climax. Yeah.
Figured.
Okay. First point.
Alright, and then Frontier for 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 3's good.
Straight to 3.
Okay. Well, guess I know what I'm doing this turn.
Playing your combo.
Playing my combo. Yep. Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
Draw for turn, and we're definitely clocking so because we heal anyway, so. Clock Cleveland. Draw 2. Yep, combo.
Yup, combo.
Illustrious. On play heal.
Uh-huh.
Play another one. And we love that sweet triple. Something I really like about this Illustrious is that it activates at the start of Encore, so I don't need to have a stock up front in order to pay one and have the minus soul.
Okay, does she give power though? I forget.
She gets power on play.
Okay,
So there's still going to be 9-5 on your turn.
So I will be able to at least run them over.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
So unfortunately, I don't have one extra stock to play my Queen Elizabeth, but it is what it is. I think we can counter blessings that we only triggered a choice once this game. And did cancel quite a bit. I think that's about it. Okay. 1k1. We're just gonna front, so I guess we'll front this one first, just in case, just because you might have the option. So trigger for 3.
1, cancel.
Okay. Would you like to use effect?
I will refrain.
Okay. Go ahead and front with this one as well for 2.
For 3?
Or 3, yeah, 3.
Take 3. We're gonna level up this instead of going for experience 8. I just want to have as many copies of this in rotation as possible that I can potentially grab.
Right. Cards in deck?
2.
I have half a mind to side here, just to make sure I can guarantee stick that damage. Yeah, you know what? I'm down for that. Let's side. Let's not be greedy.
Okay.
So we'll side for 2. Trigger. Choice. That's not too shabby, actually. I get an extra stock. So we'll stock this 2.
Alright.
No, not going to stock this 2-1. I might want that. Just in case.
Okay.
We'll stock this.
Alright, I take the 2. I'm refreshing with 7, missing the door. And I'm going to need to find some good stuff coming up here. Oh, refresh point.
Yeah.
And then these.
Okay. Start of Encore. I'll pay 1, pay 1, pay 1. So this will... She can't give the -3 soul effect to herself, so she has to give to other characters. So this will give this, this will give this, this will give this. In the end, they all have -3 soul.
Yeah. Alright, draw for turn.
Yep.
In the interest of I don't want to put myself closer to death, I'm going to not clock.
Yep.
And we're going to do some brainstorming. Brain power. I missed. Alright, more brain power.
Have all this stock to brainstorm. Oh.
I missed.
What? Okay.
Duh.
Well, you're level 3 top checks. Top check as on play.
I'm gonna play Fuso.
Whoa!
We're gonna discard Hanazuki to grab Yamashiro. And I'm going to shuffle my deck. And we're going to try to trigger.
Okay.
And get some hokey pokeys in.
So they are base 2 soul right now.
Yes. And I'm going to
play a 1k1.
A 1k1.
Okay.
Alright. I just need to get damage in where I can. Alright. So Fuso and Yamashiro. Fuso's effects are on play. I can discard a concentrate character to summon a Yamashiro from my deck, as I did. As long as I have a Yamashiro in my front row, Fuso gets plus 3k and 1 soul, and then she gives all my Yamashiro 1k 1 soul. So these are 3 soul, and if I trigger on either of these, I can potentially deal some damage.
You know what cracks me up when you say that? When you were just saying what you said? I for a second I misheard, and I thought you said concentrate. And I was like, concentrate. I was like, when did Randall start using concentrate as a term? No, it's concentrate. Oh my god, okay.
Alright, front. 1.
What the heck? 1.
Front. 1.
What? 1.
And then I'm going to side here. I'm not doing any damage no matter what. And then I think I'm potentially going to have to 3-stock that next turn. So we're going to side for nothing. And,
okay, wow.
As long as I can get a next turn, if I can get a next turn, I'm going to 3-stock this.
This is...
game of all time.
This is a situation of all time. Very interesting. Well, I don't have stock to play any level 3s.
I just need you to not have the climax again.
I need to find the climax. I'm out 2! Alright. So do we think clocking here is worth it? Because I also do have the Taiho Brainstorm to help me top check and find another climax. But we only have 1 stock to work with, so we don't have, a lot of wiggle room here. So do I... If I clock to 3-3 and I get triple Illustrious because I clocked, that is probably pretty good odds of living, I think. Yeah, let's clock.
Okay.
I think if I clock and I do find the climax, that does open up a lot of lines for me, so... Clock Laffy. And draw the climax! That's not the climax. Draw the climax!
Bro! Okay.
Direct!
Yes.
Or, I guess, top check?
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, yep. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? I guess we'll front for 3.
Okay.
And then I'll trigger choice. Stock. Get some more stock.
More stock.
For 3.
Cancel.
Okay. And direct. For 4.
Cancel.
And direct. For 4.
Cancel.
Okay. 3-3.
Okay. Yep. 1 to each, I assume? Yep.
1 to each. 1.
Okay. Alright. I need to 3-stock this. Do I need it? Yeah, I need to 3-stock this. Surely. Alright. I need attackers. Okay.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
2.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's a good card, though, man. I don't want to ditch that.
Can't believe you missed Brainstorm last turn.
Alright. I am going to no clock Brainstorm.
Yes. With such a low deck state, there's no way! Oh, those are level 3s.
Right, hit 2. So I can top check up to 3, add 1 twice. Oh.
Probably not that card.
That card.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going back with 7, missing a door.
Okay.
How many are you out again?
4. I'm out 4.
And you paid 1 out.
Yeah.
So you're actually just out 4.
Out 4. Alright, hopefully, with your second top check, you don't find Bismarck or...
More than anything, I think I want to find Kronshtadt, I think.
The Restand, right?
Yeah. That represents 2 chances to try to trigger Soul to, like, actually do damage.
Yeah.
Maybe. But we'll see. I'm not expecting to kill you this turn, so ultimately my goal is to not die.
Right.
And, try to live 1 more turn.
1 more turn.
1 more turn. All right, top check 3 second time.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna add this and drop these.
Okay.
We're gonna play the card I got, which is Bismarck.
Ooh, good card.
We're gonna use her on play effect to top check 3, add 1. So another top check 3. 1. Oh.
Another Bismarck?
I mean, like, it doesn't do much if I can't do damage, though, is the problem. So I think what I'm actually looking for is either Kronshtadt or a
You might as well keep going, right? And then see your options after the top check 3.
Okay, I don't have any more healers, because this deck only has 2 Nagatos, and one of them's in my hand. So I think I actually do take this.
If that's the card that you want to see the most, then I guess you can just stop here, yeah.
I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to play Nagato.
Yeah.
And I'm going to heal. Honestly, I think what the situation here is to... If you have 4 in deck, going for combo here doesn't actually help me at all. It might actually help you, because then you can get more climaxes back in with your refresh. So I feel like maybe if I just leave you... Well, you have this brainstorm, though. How many of each climax are you out?
Let's take a look. 2... 3 and 1. 3 level 3s, 1 level 1.
Okay, so if I leave you with this deck state, there's a pretty low probability that you're able to get the climax back. Can I check waiting room again?
Yeah.
At this point, I want to see how many monarchs you're out.
Monarchs, I'm out 2 monarchs.
Okay, 2 out of 2 monarchs.
2 out of 2.
So those would be your ways to get back into the climax consistently, but they're both already out.
I also do have my 1 climax swapper also in waiting room.
Yeah, Monarch just... or not Monarch, Bismarck just doesn't do anything here. And I'm not even guaranteed damage. So I feel like I just have to attack here. Probably triple side.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we can't do damage, if you're not playing the door that you have in your hand for the 1k one, because you're saving Bismarck for next turn, you might as well triple side here, right? Unless you do want to crash and open up the lanes.
The problem with that is that if I open the lanes and then you don't get climax, you just have 3 for free.
Right.
So I need to at least
make you have
a climax.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
What an interesting situation.
Yeah. This has definitely been a game. Alright, I think this is just what we have to go with. I have to play for 1 more turn because I just don't have kill potential on you as is right now. So we'll go into attacks. Well, I can front this one because I'm actually bigger.
Yeah, you're what, 11?
Yeah. I'm 11k. Alright, so I will side here, and I just need to not trigger climaxes.
Yeah.
Alright, front attack. Well, climax. We'll grab Fuso. Maybe we'll
need that for Tuso, yeah.
So this is for 0.
Alright. So I'm thinking... Well, I do have a counter step.
Oh, yes.
So I could counter and save my Illustrious. Realistically, if I find my climax combo, I need triple Illustrious for it to mean anything. Because otherwise he could just, like, have the Restand and Monarch combo on the 1 lane where I don't have -3 soul, and then just destroy me. If I use the counter, I only have 1 stock left to try to find a climax, which... I mean, I have 3 draws, right, basically? I have 3 draws, and then maybe a Taiho Brainstorm. But the Taiho Brainstorm, the odds of hitting and finding the climax is fairly low. Now, this is where I regret clocking Laffy last turn, because Laffy could get me out of like my current deck situation.
Into a new deck?
Into a new deck. Just don't have enough stock to do everything I want. But at the end of the day, I do think that if I don't... Well, actually, I could also just try to kill him this turn, next turn. I do have Victorious in my hand. Yeah, we'll let it go.
Okay.
Okay.
So for 0,
yeah,
and
0.
Side. Oh no, man.
Okay, so we're going for the Victorious.
Alright, well, we might as well just add the vanilla at this point.
Okay. Alrighty. Stand draw. I mean... I do want a 1k1. No, I just want any 1k1, so 1 clock. Okay, it's not the -so, but it'll do. I'll play level 3 Victorious. On play, I get to search my deck for a constant character, add it to my hand. And I will take out the only trigger.
Alright, I just need more climaxes on top of my deck like they were right here. More in a row, please.
There you go.
Okay.
Anything else I want to do? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sugar 3 times. Yeah, no, this is fine. Okay. Cleveland? Well, I guess should I reposition anywhere? No. This is fine.
I don't think it really matters.
Choice, that's fine. Okay, just play 1k1. Start with a front, and I'll activate choice, stocking a Illustrious.
1, 2. Cancel.
Okay.
Alright.
Front for 3.
1, 2. Okay. Well, we tried.
Yeah. Double trigger last turn, unfortunately, could not stave off the...
Yeah, the rest were just... Yeah. Oh man, some of those climax placements were so sus.
So unfortunate. Like, one of the things that this deck does have kind of like relies on, you know, the bar combo is that you do need to hit your brainstorms. If you don't hit your brainstorms, you know, that's where your advantage a lot of time comes from. So getting to level 3 and only having like 2-3 hand after you double brainstorm is quite unfortunate.
I mean, like, the thing is that I had playables, which was the important part. It wasn't even a problem of, like, not hitting the brainstorms. It was mostly just, like, taking the damage in the situations where
you were likely...
the majority of the time I should be, like, double or even triple canceling. That was just, like, the main problem. In the end, I was able to find all the cards that I would have wanted to play. So, like, I had a Bismarck in my hand in addition to the Bismarck on my board. I was able to like play my healers, like that was like pretty decent. I was able to find the Soryu Hiryu pair. Eventually I made use of the Fuso Yamashiro pair. But yeah, it was honestly just I took a lot of damage. My opening hand, I opened like 2 Goldbar and a door, and I drew another Goldbar, which is why I was able to just play it every single turn. So it was mostly just damage. If I was taking less damage throughout the game, then it could have been quite a bit different. But in this case, I had to go for a pretty fringe situation.
Right, especially with the situation where you don't really see this often. Like -3 soul across the board. I don't think any deck out there has this kind of...
Yeah, the thing is that minus soul is really good into specifically this top end, just because like with your typical top ends, you're representing more instances of damage through things like burns.
Right.
But specifically this top end, it's really good against this because I'm using just like Mocha abilities and restands that rely on solely my
your swing to 6
soul damage. Like right. I potentially I could have put more priority towards the Hakuryu in order to gain a little bit of extra burn. In retrospect, the Azuma also would have been a really good card to look for sure, yeah, the double bounce. But I just ended up not going for the experience 8 necessary because I wanted to not have this in level. But I definitely could have done things a bit differently, even given the
situation at hand,
the circumstances. I definitely think that being able to just like build a ton of stock off this combo feels really good. The main thing that I don't like about the combo is the fact that you have to basically lower your max hand size limit.
You're playing with a 5-card hand, basically.
Because you have to have double Taiho bouncing back to your hand. Any climax trigger that you get after that is just going to make you go overhand, basically. So it's a little bit weird to play in that respect.
Yeah, the price to pay for having, you know, basically like Kaguya combo on, I want to say steroids, but like a Kaguya combo in a deck where it like really fits really well with the other options you have, like the level 1 line and stuff. Yeah,
but the Kaguya combo is so good and you don't have to bounce it, which means that you can put copies in the front row and utilize those as well.
yeah, on my end, I kind of just put this together because I wanted to really feature these combos that probably won't see too much play otherwise. I think this set has a bunch of really cool combos you can try out. And then I also just wanted to... We didn't get to see, a lot of the really prominent level 0 game that Azur Lane has to offer. Like, Randall didn't open his, 2 souls until, like, level 3.
Yeah.
But, there are cards in my deck that are also extremely rude as well. Like, Azur Lane just has a ton of really rude level 0s. So.
Rodney.
So, like, Z23 and Rodney, wherever I can find her. Rodney, right? Mm-hmm. Rodney being able to single-handedly potentially kill both Fuso and Yamashiro, and then Z23 is like, well, I'm going to reverse you and then activate my clean cut, and then on my opponent's turn, let's say, like, you go second, right? Or you go second, and then you do something like just like a typical tri-lane with whatever you have. Maybe you can give this 1k so it gets 2/5 so it can kill like a 1/5 and live to tail the tail, and then you can just like clean cut, and then on the opponent's turn, if they're still level 0, they have to decide on whether they want to kill the Z23 or the Rodney, because you can't kill both.
Right.
Because, unless you have like a level 1 character, because when Z23 gets reversed, you can just save your other character as well. So I think that is like super good, and part of the reason why I liked playing a ton of level 0s in, this particular brand of Azur Lane. So I just basically took the best cards I could find and put them all in a deck.
Right.
And it's pretty good. Pretty fun.
Yeah, the main constraint is probably the reverses from the level 1 combo.
Right, yeah.
If you're playing against a deck that can present really big level 1 board, like, Alice, right?
Yeah.
Then it can be really problematic.
Yeah, then in which case you probably have to default to things like Bremerton, which doesn't need to reverse. You can also even try the level 1 Sakura Empire Goldbar, which is on attack top check 4 at 1.
Yeah, Ayanami's pretty good,
and then if you add a level 3, you can draw on this card one. That card's pretty
you
good.
have to draw on this card one.
You have to draw on this card one. So there's a lot of, non-on-reverse combos, but for a on-reverse combo, this is probably like one of the baselines that you probably want to look for, is if it can potentially plus you 2. So I want to give it a shot, and it's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
Illustrious was pretty fun. Just watching opponents squirm as they have to kind of like play around -3 so. Being able to play the game and have it last for more than 4 turns is also kind of fun. So
yeah.
But yeah, this was game 1 of our Azur Lane feature block combo thing.
Gameplay block.
Gameplay block, yeah, what he said. We're definitely going to have more content for you guys. More Azur Lane builds and just more good stuff. So until then, this has been Randall, aka Shizukatz.
Yeah.
And Mike.
And Mike, yeah. I was just waiting for you to be like, and I'm Mike.
And I'm Mike. Yeah, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right, bye.
Bye.